Hello, everyone. I hope I'm visible and audible. Just quickly write in the chat box, hi or yes, so that I know that I am visible to all. Okay, awesome. So, hello, everyone. This is Unnati. I'm from the community at Growth School, and I'll be a moderator for today. It's such a pleasure to have all of you guys for our first Q&A for performance marketing with our lovely mentor here, Ashwin. So yeah, I can see a lot of you guys have already put in a lot of your questions on the Slido link. In case you haven't, I would suggest that you guys go and start putting in questions there so that we can start taking them one by one. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday so far and are ready to get your questions answered. So Ashwin, we'll start off. Ashwin, are you trying to say something? You're on mute.
Uh, am I clear now? Are
Yes,
you
you are
able to
audible.
hear me? Okay,
Yes.
okay. Hi. So, hi guys. I think week one will be quite exciting for you, and I hope it went well. And let's start with the Q&A. Let me share. So, Unnati, will you share the screen or should I?
I don't mind. If you want, I can share the screen or it's up to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
You could you please share
yeah,
the
I'll
screen?
share. I'll
Yeah.
share. I hope it's visible.
Yeah,
Awesome.
sure. Facing Ajay. Okay. Facing issues with Facebook conversion tracking for ecom, suggest the best way to overcome the issue and optimize targeting. So, so here I want to understand Ajay. Okay, okay. There is a next question. How to connect Merchant Center with custom website on Laravel facing issues with the product feed and approvals, conversion API and FB pixel tracking. What is the difference? Which works better? Okay, then my PPC ads are not getting impressions at all. Tried every bidding options despite having. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go to the top one. Let's solve the first four questions. Okay. Okay. So here, what is happening? For Laravel, let me share you one link. I think that will be helpful for you and your team. Okay. Where is the link? Copy. Uh, yeah. So I have shared it in the chat. Okay. So you can go and check the API for Laravel. Okay. So I think that will be helpful. You can share it with your developer. Okay. And they will be able to help you on the same. Okay. And more than that, there is one more option. Yes, this one. Correct. Copy. Yeah. Where is the link? Okay. So you just share it with your developer. They will be able to connect the API and it will be smoother. Okay. uh, Now how to connect merchant center with custom websites? This is the solution. I have given the link. You need to check with your developer and your developer will be able to help you on that. Coming to the third question, conversion API and FB pixel tracking, what's the difference and which is better? Please guide. Okay. Now conversion API is much better. Like a year back I used to say conversion API is not good, but Facebook has improved a lot in terms of conversion API, and the data that matches with conversion API is much more than that of through Facebook pixel tracking. Now, with Facebook pixel tracking, what happens? Let me tell you. So, first of all, you there is a pixel, and pixel identifies you with the help of a cookie. Okay. Now, with cookie, what happens if you delete the cookie? Okay, it's gone. And even if the cookie is there, what happens? It tries to match different keys, primary keys, secondary keys. Now, what are the keys? Number one, it tries to match the email ID. It tries to match the phone number. It tries to match the name, first name, last name, most of the details. But none of this happen like, for example, you belong to Bangalore and let's say you have given in the name like Bangalore is the location. Then Facebook Pixel won't be able to recognize that this is from Bangalore. Okay. For everything there is a hash key. Okay. So there is a 32 sorry 32 or 46 uh, digits, like there will be 46 numbers, okay, units of some number like 1 2 3 7 8 9, something like that. So they try to match those numbers. Okay. So when they do it through Facebook pixel tracking, the matching rate goes to as low as 30% or 40%. Okay. Whereas with conversion API, your match rate will be around 70% or 80%. Now, what is the meaning of match rate? Match rate means when you create different audiences, right? I will give you a small example. Let's say you are running Facebook leads and ads. Okay. And let's say you have generated 10,000 leads, and out of those 10,000 leads, you found 4,000 leads to be the qualified leads, and you want to create a look-alike of that 4,000 leads. So what will happen when you upload that with the help of a CSV file? You will realize now in reality it's 4,000. Okay. You can reach out to those customers by phone. You can send them emails, but through Facebook's pixel, you won't be able to reach out to them. Okay. Now, to solve that, what happens? Now the problem is when you upload that 4,000, Facebook will tell you around 1,600 or around 1,200 people are something Facebook is able to find, and based on them Facebook will create a lookalike audience. So basically you are losing out in terms of qualified audiences. So that problem gets fixed with conversion API. So basically, conversion API works as a fluid between two different, uh, between multiple websites. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of fluid? For example, you have got a WordPress website. So there, what happens? There is Facebook and your WordPress, and there is these cookies where they share data from one place to the other. They try to do mix and match and identify customers. So what is happening? Basically, you Facebook Pixel is working as a middleman. Okay. Now with conversion API, what happens? Facebook and the website, they both mix with each other. They don't need something, which will bind them with some sort of commonality. Okay. And that is why conversion APIs play much better. Yes, Aditya, you can have both conversion API and Pixel. It won't be redundant. Okay. But when you incorporate conversion API, your Facebook pixel tracking gets improved a lot. If you see the data, like before conversion API, how your Facebook pixel was performing, and after conversion API, how your Facebook pixel is performing, that w- so that difference will be huge. Like every month you are spending a lakh, okay, or 2 lakh, the type of audiences that you used to get will be much better in terms of quality and quantity. Okay, so that is why conversion API is much better. Okay, now Unnati, let's scroll down. Yes, stop here. Okay. Okay, Jishan, I will answer your question. So just keep your questions till the end. First, let me clear all the questions here, and then I'll come to you. Okay. My PPC ads are not getting impressions at all. Tried every bidding option. Despite of having low search volume, my competitor ads are visible, but mine are not. Okay. Now see, there could be there are basically 3 to 4 different problems when your account is not getting impression. Okay. Number one, your feed is not getting connected to your system properly. Feed means your merchant feed, Google merchant feed. So if the feed is not connected properly, let's say if the connector breaks, so if you go to Shopify and WooCommerce, generally the breakage doesn't happen. If you go to other platforms, sometimes the breakage happens. Okay, so your your platform is not able to provide enough information to the shopping feed, and that is the reason most of the time you are not getting impressions. That could be case number one. What could be case number two? Number two is your search volumes are very low, and that is why you are not able to get it. Now, what is the solution to that? Okay, let me show you one. Unnati, could you please allow me to share my screen? Okay, I'll give you a very interesting trick. Okay, you might not have searched it. Okay. Uh, just a minute. Let me open my Chrome. Uh, let me share. Are you able to see my screen? Are
Yes,
you?
it's visible.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say, let me look for hair oil. Okay. Now, what is happening here? A lot of ads are coming. Best thing is you go here. Okay. And what will happen on the top? You will get your sponsored products. Okay. It's a hack. Huh? These guys, the Stripe concept guys, they are doing it. Okay. Eventually, I figured it out. Okay. You can also do it. Okay. So if you see these guys, okay, they get like, a lot of volume. Okay. Uh, maybe, every day they are spending around 1 lakh on this particular thing. Okay. So what is happening here? So then what I have done, I have tried to identify what is the reason that this particular hair oil is getting a lot of clicks, a lot of impressions it's getting. Okay. Then what I have done, I tried to do something like I went to the organic search part. These are all organic search. Okay. Now here what is happening? Where is that? Uh, hair fall. No. Oh, let me go to the top only. Just tell me, guys, if you find somewhere the same one. This 90-day miracle hair oil, huh? The organic search option. That is very interesting. I think you can implement that. You will get very good results. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Mm, okay, let me search the brand name itself. 90-day miracle hair oil. Yeah, got it. So what will happen? So like what I have done here, right? So first I have searched for hair oil. Okay. Then let's say if I find the organic option, great. If I don't find, then try to search by the brand name. Okay. Then what will happen? You will see this option of view product details. Don't go to the paid search one, like not paid search, the shopping feed ad. Go to the organic best match option. Okay. You will be able to see the different prices. When you click on this view product details, what will happen? Okay. Now these guys have removed it. Okay, fine. So what happens here? You will be able to understand what all keywords they are using in the description in detail. Okay. And you can implement the same in your headline and description. You get it? This is the simplest answer. Okay. So what you need to do, you need to go to your competitor and what all keywords, for what all keywords they are coming in the top rank, just check for the uh, organic searches on the shopping feed. Okay. And then you try to replicate the same. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, this one I was talking about. So these guys, this is the coconut oil. Okay. They get a lot of searches. You can see here. Here they have added everything like Ayurvedic skincare, herbal hair oil, Mahavringaraj. Even though they are selling coconut oil, they have added everything. Even they have added the competition name. You can see here, Wow Hair Oil, Vedic Hair Oil. Tribe Concept is the brand name. Okay. Then you can see here Forest Essentials, Soul Flower, Dear Earth, Khadi, Kama Ayurveda, Skin Yoga. So what you can do, you can test one of your product with these kind of hacks and see if it is working for you or not. Okay. And I hope and I believe it will work for you. Okay. So it's a very good hack. It worked with, I think, three of my friends, and in our group only, community only, few people have asked, and they have followed the same, and it worked really well for them. And this will really work well for you if you want to do it. Okay. Now let's go back to the question. Now for the low impression question, this is the second thing. Okay. You need to enhance your shopping feed. Okay. Now coming to the third option. So basically what is happening, if you want to increase impressions, basically first you run DSA campaigns, dynamic search ad campaigns, and don't run, campaigns on the entire website. You can identify certain URLs, like certain product based URLs, like 5 or 10 URLs, and you make a dynamic search ad, DSA ad. Okay. And you run it on a manual CPC bid. Okay. Then manual CPC bid and give the bid a good range. Like let's say your daily spend will be around 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, and your CPC values will be, let's say, 30 rupees or 40 rupees. So your first objective should be to get clicks, or to bid in such a way that at least you will be able to overcome your competitor. Then what will happen? You will start seeing impressions for your brand. And then what will happen? You can do, a lot of, trial and error method. And through that, you will be able to identify which all keywords can give you good impression. And based on that, you can go for it. Suggest best targeting and campaign type for YouTube ads for coaches. Tried so many options, but lead cost is way higher than Facebook ads. Yes, on YouTube it will be way higher than Facebook. Uh, it is the fact. Just that, what you need to do is, along with your YouTube, you need to run retargeting ads. Okay. So in retargeting ads, what you can do is you can go for display retargeting, or you can go for discovery retargeting also. Okay. So with that, what will happen? You will be able to retarget them through your other creatives, and then you will get conversion. And then what will happen when you go to your attribution option in your Google Ads campaign dashboard, you will be able to see how YouTube ads are impacting your conversion. If still, if you find, your YouTube is not performing well there in your attribution table, then basically, you know then you need to think on your YouTube ads. But Just by just seeing this question, I won't be able to clearly tell you what it should work. But for whatever coaches I have worked in the past, basically, this 30 seconds ads or this long form video content, like 1 minute or one minute 15 seconds, and whatever Deepan has suggested you, like how to create ad copies and all. So based on that, when you create these ad copies, you will be able to do well, definitely. Okay. Also facing so many issues while scaling Facebook ads. Yes. So while scaling Facebook ads, what you need to do, uh, basically you need to check, there is something called, if you go to your ad groups, so not ad groups, ad sets, okay, you will find something called first time impression ratio. Okay. So what will happen when you go for uh, a campaign, okay, and inside the campaign, let's say you are selecting an audience. Now the audience size could be 5 million. Okay. But in reality, what happens in Facebook also, there are three types of audience. Okay. One will be your Facebook regular audiences who come to Facebook, or Facebook's any other property like Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. Then there will be social butterflies who intermittently come to Facebook, spend some time, and then there will be dormant people, maybe they open Facebook once in a month or once in a quarter, and then they just close it. Okay. So when you select the audience size of 5 million, around 60 to 70% of the audience will be your regular audience plus social butterflies. Okay. Beyond that, whatever money you are going to spend, you won't be able to reach out to that 5 million audience. Okay. So this is a standard figure. I'm telling you, all of you can consider it. Whatever audience size you see, if you have reached, if your unique reach for that ad set is around 60 to 70% of that audience, it means you have exhausted the audience. Exhausted in the sense, the audience who are likely, who can buy from you most likely. Okay. Then you need to check with different angles, and if that is over, then you need to look for new audiences and new creators. Okay. So that's how it works. So whenever your first impression ratio is less than 30%, your ads will perform really well. Okay. Your CSE will be less, your CPM will be less, you will do amazingly well. The moment you cross that 30% audience size, you will see optimum performance. Okay. And the moment it hits 60%, 65%, your drop in conversion will start. So it is always important for you to consider when to start taking new angles. Okay. Let me tell you once again, Varun is asking, my audience size is 5 million. What is 60 or 70% of 5 million? It is 3.5 million, 3 to 3.5 million. So if my unique reach is 3 million, then I have almost exhausted the audience size. And I should think of going for new audiences. If I go on showing the ad for the same audience, they will get bored, or most likely they will start ignoring you. Or what you need to do is you can try with different angles for creators. Okay. Once your frequency hits like 5 or 6, then you should start looking for a new set of audience. So number one, find audience size. Number two, see if you are reaching 30% of the audience, like 5 million is the audience, 30% is 1.5 million. Okay. You hit 1.5 million, start thinking of new angles to make videos, so that by the time your audience reaches 6 million, unique reach reaches 6 million, okay, you will be ready with your creative, and you can start testing different angles. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? You will see, oh, my conversion have dropped. Now I need to think different creatives. So by that time, your 1 week will be over and your campaign will drop further. Okay. And then reviving the campaign will be really difficult. Okay. So till your campaign is performing at a optimum level, just start building new creative, start testing out, so that when your main ad will start declining, you will be ready with your new creatives to test and get them scale again, so that your performance won't get degraded, but at least you can stay at a relevant level, and at the same time you can think of new audiences, so that you will be able to engage with them and can get better ads. Okay. What should be the best scaling strategy for FB ads when I'm trying 20% budget increase or duplicate? Yes. So it will eventually happen when you increase your budget. So always wait for 2 to 3 days. Okay. When you increase the budget, what will happen? Facebook is attacking other inventories as well. For example, let's say in a day, like in India, there will be 70 million people active. Okay. Now there are 500 different advertisers who are running ads for the 70 million people. Now, so they have got different inventories, like different audiences, interests at all. And when you interest, etc. Okay. Then what is happening when you are running ads by using different targeting, whatever it is allocating those audiences. Okay, like I need to go with these three ads for this interest. I need to go for these five companies who are targeting these audiences. Okay. Now, when you are increasing the budget, then what is happening? Facebook is telling, oh, I have got some more budget, let me open up more. Okay. Then in that case, what is happening? Earlier it knew, like, okay, these are the people who can likely convert. Okay. Now when you are giving it 20% budget, 20% increase in budget, basically it is trying to see, oh, where can I show the ad? So basically it is invading the other inventories where the possibility of some of your competitor might be running ads. Okay. And that is why the competition is going up. Now the second thing, whenever you are increasing the budgets in Facebook, make sure you do it at night. Okay. Between 11 p.m. to 12. Okay. Or between 11 to night 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Then what will happen? Facebook will get time to adjust the budget over the period of time. By the time morning happens, like morning 5 6, you will start seeing a good conversion. Okay. Otherwise, what is happening, if you are changing the budgets, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Okay. Then in that case, what is happening? You are changing abruptly. Okay. And that is one of the reason you see a high fluctuation in your CAC. Okay. So try to, whatever budgetary changes you want to do, you can do it at night, or what you can do, you can schedule it. Okay. So that you don't have to wait till 11 o'clock, you can get it. Okay. For ad sets, you will get first impression ratio. Okay. Then what? Unnati, you just scroll down. Okay. Yeah, stop here. Okay. Now anonymous. Okay. How can a person grow as a performance marketer when they are just starting out and can't afford to use paid tools that you have mentioned in the modules? Okay. So see, when you join as a performance marketer, it is not you who will buy the tools. It is the organization who will buy the tools. So you convince the organization to get you at least few basic tools to start with. Otherwise, what will happen? if you won't be able to use those tools, then it will be difficult for you to compete in the market. Even though there are ways, okay, you can get this done. Okay, Chat GPT-3 has come up, so you don't have to think like someone like who can create content. Okay, so you yourself can create ad copies. Okay, even Chat GPT-3 can give you different ideas to create ads for a certain brand. Okay, if you haven't explored that, I suggest you to start doing it. Okay, then what will happen, eventually you will start doing well compared to others. Okay, now there, see, this I shouldn't be telling in a public forum like this, but there are few hacks as well. Okay, I think there are few tools, where you can pay some 250 rupees or 500 rupees per month, and can do something like you can search a keyword like group by SEO tool, something like that. And if you want to learn, actually, Flickover is bit expensive. Okay, but Flickover is also good. Okay, so you can go to these group by tools. If you want to take some tools, like maybe generally it will cost you 1,000 rupees to 1,500 rupees, and you will get most of the tools. So whatever you want to experiment, test, you can do it. Yeah, just a minute, guys. Yeah, so yes, group by websites will be slow. That is what the problem is. So that is, see, guys, I'm telling you again, okay, this is not correct. You shouldn't go for group by tools. They are bad. But yes, like if you have got monetary constraint, and let's say you want to learn how to use these tools and all, then yes, definitely you can use the free trial. But after these 7 days of free trial or 15 days of free trial, how can you use it? Then in that case, I'll suggest you to go with those tools. But I'm clearly telling you here itself, like, don't use those tools. They are not good. Okay, I mean, ethically that is not correct, but you can use. Okay. uh, so how to start performance marketing career? Because wherever I apply, they always ask experience, budget spend. There is no internship. No, there are internships in this. So what you need to do is, basically, you if you have a credit card. Okay, or let's say if your father is having a credit card, try to download the app, Cred. Okay, and try to add that card. Okay, then what will happen, you will be able to see a lot of new D2C brands. Okay, now what will happen, you can reach, so these D2C brands are completely new, and they are looking for people who can work for them. Okay, and instead of reaching out to those companies through the HR or talent acquisition team, you reach out to them through, what can I say, to the CEO directly, or to the chief marketing officer directly, and tell them through LinkedIn that, hey, I have seen you in Cred. I know you guys are doing well. I want to add value to your organization. And basically, you want to learn and you want to give as well. So you need an intern group. So then what will happen? Eventually, they will be open to take you as intern. And nowadays, especially in the last 2, 3 years, I have seen people pay to the intern at least 3,000 rupees or 4,000 rupees. They are not making them work for free. Okay. So even if you get this option to work for free, I'll suggest you to take it, but it's your prerogative. Generally, D2C brands, they are open to this. Uh, they will give you this opportunity to work. And even what you need to do, you need to reach out to this medium size digital marketing agencies, for example, where the number of people are, let's say, 80 or 90. You can go to LinkedIn and check. how many employees are there in the company, then you will be able to see like mm, uh, 80, 90. That is a very good number. Don't go for agencies which are less than 50. Okay. You will be under a strenuous condition. But once the number is 80 to 90, it's a sweet spot actually. You will be able to get to interact with a lot of people. Okay. And you will learn a lot. And in fact, these agencies can hire you as a full time once they see work from you. Okay. Then uh, अरे यार, okay. Suggest best targeting campaign, Ajay Verma. That how to set up conversion API. Yes, there are resources. You just ask it in the community. I will drop you the resource. It's available in the Facebook's developer.facebook.com website. You will be able to get the details of conversion API. But just ask it in the community. I'll share the link. Okay. Uh, okay. Hi, could you tell us more about native advertising along with some examples? I tried to Google but didn't get. Okay, so see, in Google, whatever you are running as discovery campaigns, okay, that is equivalent to native advertising. Okay, but with native advertising, what is happening? There is something called uh, demand side platform and supply side platform. Okay, so what happens, like, let me give you one small example. Like Taboola is a native advertising platform, or Mgid is a Mgid ref content. These are native advertising platforms. Okay, and what they do, they partner with these newspaper websites. Okay, now now what happens, these newspaper websites partner with these companies. Okay, and what they do, they ask you to write content in such a way that it will look as if it is organic. Okay, now let me show you one ad. I think you will be able to understand it. Let me share my screen. Okay, latest. Mm, let me share my screen. So this is NDTV's website. Okay. So no thanks. Where can I find food? Mm, not able to get it. Where is it? Where is it? Uh, Not able to find it. Then let's go here. Uh, uh, Let me show you here in only. Okay. So if you go to these websites, okay, let me break. Yeah, you will see something like recommended from the web, sponsored links from Taboola. Okay, so here what will happen, the ad copies will look like uh, a regular content that you see in newspaper. For example, see this Look who's going to bankrupt next in America. New sleeping pill better than Ambien, and no. This Amazon upgrade is even better than Prime. Okay. Do not do it yourself. Hire a Temecula handyman for your home projects. Okay. Plastic surgeon reveals you can fill in wrinkles at home. So basically, who if a regular person will watch, it will look as if it is a regular feed. Okay. And that is why we call it as native content. Similarly, like how discovery feeds are coming nowadays. If you go to Google, then in Google's news feed, when you scroll down, automatically you will get some of the ads. So basically they are discovery feeds, and in discovery feeds, whatever you see, they are also a kind of native ad. Okay. Now in native ad, what happens along with the publisher like Taboola also partners with other websites. Okay, for example, they partner with other ad networks, and through their network, they inject ads as well. For example, I am NDTV. I will partner with Google, and I can run ads on Google's properties as well. I am Taboola. I can partner with, let's say, another uh, ad injecting platform like Adobe, and wherever Adobe's infrastructure is there, and through Adobe's infrastructure, I can inject ads and can start running ads. So this is the benefit of running basically native ads. So there is much to native ads. I think on week 6 and week 7, you will get a lot of information there. Okay. Then scroll down, Unnati. Yeah, a little bit. Stop. So should we master all ad platforms to grow a performance marketer, or have basic knowledge and knowledge of all? Okay. So basically, if you can run ads on Facebook and Google, okay, Google Ads, then you can run ads on any of these platforms. Everywhere the method is same. Okay, everything is same. Nothing is different. Taboola is like almost the same. Okay. Programmatic, almost the same. Then what else is left? Uh,
App advertising, same.
yes, yes,
So the only thing is the sophistication that Facebook and Google offers you. Every other ad networks just catches up to it. Okay. So like Ashwin was saying that if you go in depth with Facebook and Google, every other network would be easier, including LinkedIn.
yeah. How to convince B2B client for digital marketing apart from showing search volumes and competitor analysis? More like a question from sales perspective. How to convince a B2B client for digital marketing apart from showing. Okay, so basically you are an agency and you want to convince a B2B client. Okay, more like questions from sales perspective. I am not getting this question clearly actually. Any trusted to, so just could you please reframe the question? I'll be able to get it. Any trusted to check competitors for YouTube ads? Deepan, you have a name, right? For testing you, for checking YouTube ads library.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Vidtao,
forgot the name.
called Vidtao, Vidtao. So it's
Yes.
an unofficial YouTube ads library. Pretty much every brand you should be able to see the YouTube ads.
So if we don't have any experience but have the knowledge of basics, can we get a job from this? I have already explained you how to get it. Like go to Cred, reach out to D2C founders, drop them a message on LinkedIn. They will respond to you, or go to basically a digital marketing agency and reach out to them. You will be able to get it. Is PrestaShop platform good enough for doing digital marketing on Google Ads and Facebook ads?
No, not at all.
Mhm.
Their platform has nothing, it just has basic integration. Now, firstly, any platform, right, be it Shopify, PrestaShop, any of these e-commerce websites, at best, they can offer some integrations with the digital advertising platforms, let's say Google Ads or Facebook Ads. It doesn't offer any capabilities beyond that. Okay. So you have to learn it on the platform. Like if you want to master Google Ads, it is on the platform, Google Ads platform. Same with Facebook Ads. You can't the PrestaShop. You just have to integrate it. It doesn't offer more than that. Integration is for what? For Google Ads to understand what is happening on your website, right? Same as on WordPress, right? And if you want Google Ads to know what is happening on your WordPress website, you need to integrate the Google Ads, the pixel, right? That's how it gets to know. Instead of you having to manually configure pixel, some of these modern e-commerce platforms, they offer a one-click integration, so you don't have to configure the code on the website, right? I'm receiving a couple of DMs as to some people are not able to follow the questions. Hey, folks, don't worry. Take it easy. Okay. Many of these questions that people are asking are from week 3 and week 4. It's just that our week 1, whenever we take this Q&A session, it'll always have a mixed bag of questions. Okay. Even if we repeat number of times, hey guys, keep your questions to the topics that you have learned. Some of the intermediate marketers, they tend to ask the questions that they are facing as a challenge right now and not necessarily catering to the topics. In case if you're not able to follow the questions, that is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Follow only the questions that you can. You can always revisit this Q&A session later. It is going to sit as a recording on your dashboard. And we are always going to be there in the community. So in case if you're not able to follow the question, take it easy.
Okay.
Next.
So would you be able to share SEMrush and SPIFU modules as well as mentioned in week 1 competition analysis part 1 video?
You can always look up a YouTube tutorial, but we can actually share a SEMrush video. But see, the whole point of this entire program, right? I can add a video for every little thing, starting from GTM setup, Google setup, WordPress, Google integration, Facebook campaign setup, everything, right? You will never be able to finish that program. You have to add all of those videos. In case if you need anything specifically, we try and find that information on YouTube. The whole idea is to record modules that you can't easily find on YouTube. Okay, so do me a favor, whoever has asked this question, just tag me in the Discord community and ask the same questions. I will get you those exact videos. If you feel whatever is being said on YouTube is not sufficient for you, I'll be happy to record a video. Ashwin will do the same as well. So don't worry about it. What will be the campaign structure for an EdTech client who wants to drive traffic to the website? Multiple courses for students and working professionals. You follow the same campaign structure that we have given you, right? And I think I recently shared it in your Discord channel as well. A Facebook ad account structure and a Google ad account structure. You follow the exact same thing. Same category 1, category 2, pain points, branded, non-branded, your competitor 1, competitors for pricing. That's exactly what you will be doing. Some, for example, let's say display cold, YouTube cold. You will not be running if your budgets are pretty tight, right? I would advise you to do YouTube and display remarketing only. I would advise you to stay away from Performance Max, stay away from, let's say, discovery. Only if you are having a lot of budgets and you're really wanting to get the max out of Google, then you should be testing these platforms. So as you're learning into more weeks, once you're going into week 3 and week 4, you will realize it's not about, remember folks, I've always told you during the workshop as well, it's not about doing more. It's about doing a few things right. Okay. So we can take this up later. Once you go into week 3, week 4, you will get a much better understanding. But if you want the campaign ad account structure, we have already given that in both mentor resources channel plus your cohort channel on Discord. If you are not able to find it, please tag us again. I'll actually tag you in those exact files. Okay. I'm running Facebook ads for interior service. Out of 100 leads, 1 gets converted. That is really bad. We are getting under construction leads. How can we avoid it? This is a classic scenario, right? Firstly, you should never run something called native lead gen forms on Facebook, right? Unless you don't have any option at all. You should always drive traffic to a landing page where you have to ask qualifying questions to people. What I mean by qualifying questions, you have to ask them, hey, is your property ready to hand over? When is it going to be handed over? What is the address of your property, right? These are all qualifying questions that you need to ask people. Now, what is happening when you ask all of these questions to people is not everybody will be giving that information, right? If people don't have intent at all, they won't be filling that form. Now, what you're trying to do, you're trying to signal Facebook, I want serious people. I want only people who is actually caring to fill all of these details. Find me similar people to that. Now, what you're trying to do, you are making lead gen form filling super easy. Every random guy out there will be filling a form just in the hope of getting a quote from you. But that's not what you should be doing as a marketer. I know that people have this thought, you should make it as easy as possible for people to fill up a lead form. No. If you make it as easy as possible for people to fill up a lead form, you'll get a lot of junk. Make it as difficult as possible. It will reduce your volume, but whatever is you're getting, instead of 100 leads, if you're getting 20 leads, there will be super high quality leads that your sales team will be happy about. Okay. Is premium version of Moat no longer available? It is still available. They've changed the homepage. Somebody recently asked in the Discord as well. The homepage is changed to reflect their B2B offering. But if you just Google it, Moat display ads, you'll actually land on that particular URL where you can look up ads of popular brands. Okay, let me see if I can find the actual URL and share it with you folks. But it's not shut down. You can very well access all display ads. I have 4 years of experience in Facebook ads. I haven't learned Google ads yet. Is it mandatory for me to do Google ads? Yes, of course. If you want to be a complete performance marketer, you need to know all the channels. And not just, let's say, paid advertising. You will have to master SEO as well. You will have to master branding as well, right? Only then you can be accountable for revenue. Because just by running ads, you won't be able to influence revenue. You may be able to influence traffic, leads, to an extent of few e-com purchases. But you need to be an all-rounder marketer if you want to influence revenue. And you want to be that person to be influencing revenue, only then you can't be easily laid off from any organization. So sit as close to revenue as possible, which means you need to learn all the disciplines, not just restrict yourself to one or two of the disciplines out there. You said cover whole digital marketing is not good, so always start with a specific field. When did I say that whole digital marketing is not good? Don't make up. Okay, I would never say that. Let me try and answer the rest of the question. Try to better in choosing PM is the best option as I'm a fresher. Okay. Now the thing is, I didn't say that digital marketing is bad or anything. The classic jack of all trades digital marketer roles are going out of fashion. Okay. The jack of all trades who do a bit of everything, it's going out of fashion. And hence, I recommend people to choose a discipline and become a vertical specialist. Now, what I mean by that is, of course, you can choose performance marketing as a career, but you can't just stick to performance marketing as well. You will have to eventually evolve that as well. As a fresher, I would advise you to start with ad ops as a role. Take an internship in a digital agency where you get to do SEO, you get to run ads and stuff like that. Couple of years down the line, you'll figure out which role interests you the most. Is it like SEO, the organic growth? Is it brand where you get to do a lot of creative stuff? Or is it performance where you're dealing with a lot of creators plus analytical bent of mind? So I would advise you to start as an intern in a digital agency. Spend at least the first 3 to 4 years of your career in a digital agency where you get to do different things and then find your passion. Okay, that's exactly the approach that has worked for me and Ashwin, and for so many people who don't really have a lot of clarity in terms of what they want to do for the rest of their life. Need to know all the best tools we should do now. New e-commerce website which can increase performance, visibility, conversion, analytics, etc. Yeah, I mean, we'll be discussing all of the tools. Yeah, as you go into the program. Every tool, I mean, we discuss only essential tools. There are like 1,000 tools out there, but not all the tools will be useful for you. So we'll be discussing a lot. But let's say if you're looking at a specific tool immediately, you tell us, because if I have to give you all the tools that you're asking for, then we need to spend the next 15-20 minutes just answering that. This can very well be answered in the community. So tag us and ask this question once again, but be specific. Don't ask for, hey, give me 100 tools. Take one question and ask for what is a tool. Let's say, for an example, for computer spying, what tool do I recommend, right? Or what tool does Ashwin recommend? For analytics, what tool do I recommend? Let's be very specific so we can get faster answers. Can we switch the website from WooCom to Shopify seamlessly, or we should build again on Shopify? That's a question for you, Ashwin. We want to take it.
Yeah, you can't do it seamlessly, but it can be like, let's say, the seamlessly thing, it can be 60 to 70% will be seamlessly okay. Okay. Like, for example, you might be having certain internal links. You might be having a lot of creatives. Okay. So all these placements have to be done, what can I say? Manually, but basically the content and everything, it can be switched seamlessly. Just the creatives, videos, and whatever links are there, and let's say people have given you a lot of recommendations, review videos, and that will be disturbed. So you need to keep that separately, and you need to switch everything. So it will take some time to shift to Shopify.
Should we learn how to make Google Ads and Facebook in our course? I do not know how to do it. It's good to know, right? You Google Ads and Facebook Ads module haven't even started. So it is week 3, week 4, and 5, right? So finish all the weeks. If you still feel you need any other information, you ask us. Happy to guide you through. But yes, you need to know in and out of Google Ads and Facebook Ads as part of this program. And even if you are not aware of anything, don't worry. We'll coach you with everything. Can you please audit checklist for Google Ads basis performance improvement? We have shared a very detailed,
Yes,
right?
it's mentioned.
Yeah, in the mentor resources section. By the way, I'm not sure if mentor resources is open for this particular cohort. Hey, anyone from Growth School is there? Shrey or Vandana? Who's
Unnati is there.
Unnati? Unnati, can you ensure that this particular cohort now have access to the mentor resources channel on Discord?
Sure. I'll do that. I'll get that done.
All right. Thank you. When the job market is under threat from AI, how can performance marketer face and overcome this challenge? Simple, you embrace the AI. You use the AI to your advantage. AI is not going to do everything, my friend. Right? It's a long way. I know ChatGPT sounds scary, but if you actually dig deep into ChatGPT, you will know that it is not here to eat your job. Okay, you need to know how to ask the right question, and then only you get the right answer. And ChatGPT is not going to execute things for you. ChatGPT doesn't understand your specific business challenges, right? ChatGPT has a superficial understanding of everything. Yes, it is great at answering questions. There are, of course, AI tools that makes optimizations really very easy. But I don't think our jobs are under threat, at least next 2-3 years. When GPT 5-6 comes in, let's see what they're capable of doing. So you don't have to worry about it as a performance marketer. Might as well embrace this. In fact, Ashwin and I, we are looking at recording a few videos around how can you efficiently use ChatGPT as a performance marketer.
Yeah.
So first finish the basic modules that we have already done for you. That itself is like 70 hours worth of content. And once that is done, you anyway have lifetime access to the community. So you can keep learning all of this. All I can say is don't worry about it. Cool. How many more questions are there, Ashwin?
Oh, Unnati can tell. Actually, she is sharing the screen.
We have a lot of questions, and I think this can take forever. We will take a few more questions and then end it and maybe take them in the next session.
Yeah, the thing is, people are asking questions now. Actually, I can see the last 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Anybody who's asked these questions, folks, don't worry. Firstly, there is a community for you, right? On Discord. I hope all of you have access to Discord, where you can ask many of these questions and get your answers instead of waiting for the weekend, right? and asking questions, you can ask it right away. As and when it comes to your head, you can ask it and you can get your answers. Okay, so don't worry about it. Let us take as many questions as possible. And if you feel some of these questions can be answered on Discord, we'll take that up there. Okay. Okay, let's go to the last question. Sorry, the wherever we left, Unnati. Here is where we left.
Yes, yes. So basically, how to identify P1, P2, P3, because the top two questions are not relevant.
How to identify ads of P1, P2, P3 audience using Facebook ads library. Okay. See, if something talks about, let's say, product benefits directly, right? Hey, here is a product. Here is what it can do for you. That is for P1 audiences. Okay. But if something is talking to, let's say, let's take an example of Growth School itself, right? If I come to you and I tell you, here is a performance marketing program that has already been taken by, let's say, 25,000 people, and here are the benefits, you'll get certificates and stuff like that. That's like for P1 audiences who are in the market, who are aware of Growth School, and they just need a reminder to convert, right? P2 audiences are people who could be interested in the topic, right? And then the way that ad will look is slightly different. Hey, are you struggling to produce ROI out of your campaigns? Are you feeling, or you struggling with, let's say, Google Ads? If the ad starts like that, wherein it is trying to gauge your interest on a specific topic, then it talks about a particular product and benefit, that is P2. Now, P3 on the other side, let's say I talk about there are 25,000 jobs on a particular career option, and not a lot of people are available to cater that. Now, as soon as I tell you, you will be interested. Okay, what is that particular role that has 25,000 roles and we're not able to fill it, right? So it's a slightly different audiences who are not even thinking about, let's say, upskilling themselves in digital marketing or performance marketing, but we are trying to lure them, or let's say attract or get their attention with a topic they could be possibly interested in, let's say jobs or making more money, and then connecting it back to the product. So that's how you typically look at it. As in fact, I've given a few examples in terms of how you can identify P1, P2, P3 on different modules. If you want, why don't you share an example, pick up a few ads, share it in the community, tell it yourself who does it cater to, and we can help you correct it. Okay. So the relationship you can establish between a search keyword and search ads is relatively easy. But how can I do this? I think the question relates back to the same thing, right? My meta ads keep on stopping because of processing problems, even though I already have money in my account. See, anything to do with, let's say, your debit card, credit card, account getting blocked, and stuff like that, unfortunately, we can't help you with this, right? Whether it's increasing your account spending limit or payment processing or invoice, only Facebook support can help you with it. Yeah. We can help you. For example, in our Facebook module, we talk about how should you have your Facebook ad account so that even if your main accounts get disabled, what can you do next? How to ensure that you're following the right policy so your account do not get banned at all, and stuff like that we talk about. But anything to do with, let's say, your account issues per se, only your Facebook account manager or the Facebook support can solve it. We can't solve that problem for you. Tied Ups tried setting up an ad campaign for bridal makeup course targeting with interests of makeup and cosmetology and other, but unable to get lead. Not enough information, right? But let me tell you on a high level, let's say, let's start from the very beginning, right? If your ads are not delivering at all, let's say you put 2,000 rupees as a budget and your ads are not delivering, right? The first thing that you need to be checking is your delivery, or let's say bidding strategy. For example, you might have set the budget as 2,000 rupees, but you might have restricted saying that, hey, I don't want, let's say, more than 10 rupees for a CPA. That's a very unreasonable goal for Facebook or Google to achieve, right? In that case, you need to relax. You need to relax that number. Let's say make it 100, make it 150. Then see if your ads are starting to deliver. Let's say if your ads are delivering and you're not getting leads, which means whatever you're saying is not convincing enough for people to share their details with you, right? You might be saying that bridal makeup course, and say like, there are 1,000 options out there. You're not giving them enough reasons. You're not giving them social proof. or you're not making them an offer that they can say no to. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say all the bridal makeup courses are available in the market, but everything starts from 20,000. What if you can offer something for just 2,000 rupees? What if you can offer a money back guarantee in case people are not satisfied, right? So that is what I called as an offer. Many people confuse offer with discount. No, an offer is an offer that you make to people to convince them. It's not a discount is a discount from your pricing. Now, an offer is a value that you can offer to people that is not offered by anybody else in the market. For example, the same bridal makeup course, like I told you, why do you invite them for a free webinar, right? Why don't you sell a portion of your program for free? For example, let's say if you have 8 modules, why don't you make the first module available for free, right? And then if people really like the quality of it, they can unlock more, right? Why don't you offer a one-on-one consulting for free in case if people are thinking about it, if the program is right for them? This is what is called an offer, right? When you start thinking about offer and you start deploying that in your ads, you will start getting leads. Okay. The Facebook ads library useful for B2B SaaS platforms as well? Yes, absolutely. Yes. In fact, I've run a lot of campaigns for different B2B SaaS brands, and we run a lot of remarketing campaigns plus cold campaigns. So definitely, yes. Unless, let's say, if you're selling to enterprises, there are B2B SaaS platforms like, let's say, what example can I pick? Let's say Salesforce Enterprise Edition. Facebook may not be the right platform, but otherwise Salesforce will be promoting a lot of content on their Facebook just to keep their audiences warm and not necessarily pushing people to buy the product. Very much useful. Facebook is one of the key channels for most of the B2B SaaS brands. There are multiple courses recommended in the cohort, like inbound courses and other. How important are they? It is mainly created for beginner level folks. For example, you might have seen some people asking questions about, hey, is it important for me to learn Google Ads? Some people wanting to learn SEO, stuff like that, right? So for them, we have created that list of free programs that are available. So in case if you're keen on taking up basics of a subject, you can take that up. Otherwise, it's not required. Ashwin, can you take this further?
Yeah, I can take. So the next question is, what are some this one, right? What are some resources for a marketer to stay with the trends and know what's happening in the industry? Okay, so there are many actually. Okay, so first of all, you be updated with the community. That itself will be an update. Then apart from that, there is something called Foxwell's Foundations. You can join that. I think it's around $5,000 per person per year. Okay, that is a very good community. Okay. Apart from that, there are a few marketing communities. Okay, that will be really handy, and you can get resource from them. Okay. Apart from them, regular content websites, they are not very much exciting. They just write content for the uh, sake to get rankings on Google, but not on but not getting proper results and all. Is Performance Max campaign better than other types of campaigns? See, if you don't have any other campaigns running, only Performance Max is running, then yes, it is better. But if your search campaigns and shopping campaigns are going on, then I'll suggest you to stay slow. Okay, take Performance Max bit slower. Otherwise, what will happen? You will end up burning a lot of money. Okay, so Performance Max is for them who can take the heat of the hour. So some days in Performance Max, you get best possible conversions. In certain days, you will get the heat. Like, let's say your daily budget is 30,000 rupees for a Performance Max campaign. It may so happen it will end up all your 30,000 rupees, you will get only 2 sales. and it may also happen you will get around 100 sales in the same day. Okay, so if you are okay to go with these kind of approach, then yes, Performance Max will really work for you. Okay, facing issue in conversion tracking for Google Ads. Okay, so see what exact problem you are facing. So this is there in week 3 content. Okay, however, what I will do, just ask this question in the community. I will share the corresponding YouTube video for this particular problem. How can you resolve this conversion tracking issue for Google Ads? How to increase ROAS for branded campaign? I am running 2 ads, one with audience targeting as previous visitors, one with only observation. Okay, so for branded campaign, why are you targeting two different audiences? You can target, you can only run branded campaign, right? You don't have to run anything. And I hope you are running display campaigns. This question is not clear. If you could clearly tell, branded campaigns means it could be a search brand campaign. It could be a display campaign. But in display, running search ad campaigns, right? Maheswata. Uh, yeah. So if you are running search campaigns, I just wanted to know why are you running two different campaigns? What is the main objective? One is RLSA you are talking. The second one is for new audiences. Okay. See, your conversion for RLSA should be much higher than for observation. Okay. Now the one which you have kept on observation, there you know what is happening. New people are coming. Okay. But what I will tell you, you go and check something called attribution in your campaign. Okay. And what you do, there is something called uh, uh, assisted conversions. Okay, so if you see assisted conversions are much higher, let's say you are running two campaigns, right? Branded search, one is RLSA, one is observation. Okay, now what will happen when you add assisted conversion, and let's say you have spent 20,000 rupees and got, let's say, 100 conversions from RLSA and 50 conversions from observation. Okay, so there is something called assisted conversion. If you see, some 80 to 90 extra assisted conversions for your observation, it means what is happening, people are coming to your website through your observation campaign, and then through your RLSA campaign they are converted. Okay, so basically they are complementing each other. Okay, so there is no specific way to increase ROAS for them. Basically what you can do is, number one, you can increase the CTR for those keywords. Now how can you increase CTR for those branded keywords? Basically by changing what people are looking for in for your branded campaign. How can you do that? Go to your search terms for these branded campaign keywords. There what will happen, you will be able to find certain keywords which have got maximum number of clicks. And what you can do, you can incorporate those search terms in your ad copies. Okay, so in your responsive search ads, you can add 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. So try to add these responsive search these Google Ads search terms for branded search campaign and insert that in your campaign. Okay, that is number one. Number two, you can implement DKI, dynamic keyword insertion. Okay, so it is like I hope you will understand this. But basically, what you do, you start with the curly braces, then equal to, then you write keyword and close your curly braces. Then what will happen eventually, for whatever branded search keyword the person is looking for, the ad will come up for the same keyword. Okay, so basically your CTR will go up. Okay. That you can do, and that will increase your ROAS. Okay. Then curated audiences based on winning combos. I have stumbled across situation when combining audiences form two winning ad sets to plummeting results. I am not able to get the question. You can ask this question by reframing it in the community. Okay. Then when we are collecting data from ad bits, it says please disable ad block in order to view this page as it was intended. Any way around it? Uh, Please ask this to deepen in the community. I'm not aware of this particular problem. What would be the future of paid search and SEO in few years? We'll be using Chat GPT as an alternative to search. Okay, that only time will tell. Okay, we don't know what is going to happen. We are not even sure, after a year what will happen. Okay, so just wait and watch. Okay, I don't know, to be frank away. Can you suggest some B2B SaaS companies who have good marketing strategies for display ads that would be worth checking out? Yes, you can check Accenture ads. Okay, you can check ThoughtWorks ads. Okay, then you can check something called what is that? Firstsales.io. Okay, you can check PitchGround ads. Okay, so these are some of the SaaS companies you can look for. How does SimilarWeb determine who are our competitors? Because see, SimilarWeb is there in the market for the last 10 years. Okay. No, Accenture ads are on LinkedIn. On Insta also they run a lot of ads. On Google also they run. Okay. So they know, like for example, when you give your URL, right, they scan your entire website. So when they scan, you just mention, right, whether sorry, whether you belong to textile, or you belong to any publication, you belong to B2B SaaS, you belong to whatever company, and then from that they will tell you these could be your potential competitors. I don't know, if you go and search for a very new company, okay, then SimilarWeb will tell you there are no competitors for your brand, even if you will be aware of your competitor names, but SimilarWeb won't be. Okay, so that's how it determines, nothing else. They crawl and they search. And what does SimilarWeb is doing? They will ask you to integrate your Google Analytics. So if you own the website, then through Google Analytics, they will be able to get to know your content, how much traffic you are getting, what are the different sources, and based on that, they will help you out. Does PMAX DSA compete with regular search campaigns? Yes, they will compete. Okay. But what will happen? DSA will basically look for keywords that are a bit new, that people might not be looking for. So that is the area DSA is much more competent. PMAX is kind of, you know, it is kind of all hats on a single person. Finding difficulty scaling a campaign, also maintaining target CPA. What is good strategy to follow in terms of bidding strategy in such cases? Okay, so I would like to know what type of campaign is. Okay, and what is your budget is. For example, let me tell you, if your target CPA is 500, and if you are giving daily budget as 1000, then I can give you this guarantee that except brand campaigns, getting two conversions per day from that campaign will be really difficult. Okay, so what you need to do is, at least your daily budget should be 7 times of what your target CPA is. Okay, then what will happen, there will be a proper match and you will be able to get at least conversions at a at a standard level, and don't look at your conversions on a daily basis. Okay, look it for last 7 days, last 15 days. That will give you a very good idea. Okay, if you look on a daily basis, then every day you will be stressed out, and it will be really difficult for you to get do the best thing out. If you are, if you find, in the last 7 days your target CPA is kind of okay, then yes, your campaign is performing well. If you see in the last 7 days or last 14 days it is not working, then it means you need to look at that. Now, don't give target CPA something like some extraordinary number. For example, let me tell you, your CPC is, let's say, 30 rupees. Okay, and you are giving target CPA as 120 rupees. It is not going to happen. It will never happen. Okay. Why? Because you are telling Google, ki boss, give me conversion in every 4 clicks. Okay. Is your website that great that you can give 25% conversion? Okay. So think from that perspective also. So what you need to do, first you think, what is your average CPC? What is your conversion rate? And based on that, you tell what will be the target CPA. What will be a good target CPA for you? For example, your target CPC, like your average CPC is 15 rupees and your conversion rate is 2%. It means for every 100 click you are going to get. 100 click means 15 into 100. 1500 will be what you will be spending, and you will be getting two conversion. It means 750 rupees should be your target CPA. Okay. So what you need to do, check your conversion rate in the last 15 days, check your average CPC, and based on that you decide a target CPA. Not that what you want. I want target CPA 200 rupees. Okay. And my CPC is 50 rupees. I will never get it. I'll never be able to manage that. Okay. So you need to think, and based on that, make changes. Even if you change the bid strategy to maximize conversion, it is not going to happen. So you will go on changing bid strategy from target CPA to target ROAS to maximize conversion. First, try to understand the logic, and based on that logic, the price will be set. Okay. What is a good campaign structure to follow DSA campaign? All web pages? No, not all web pages. Okay. What you need to do, identify only selected web pages. Don't go for all. Okay. And for those single web pages, you try to give negative keywords also. For example, what will happen, DSA has this power to trigger for brand keywords as well. So negative, do negative brand keywords for that DSA campaign. Then what will happen, you will be able to get new keywords what people might be looking for, and based on that your DSA will be triggered. And when you run DSA campaign, you have to be very careful. Okay. Every day when you log into your system, first go to your account, check what all keywords they have, for what all keywords you have got traffic, and try to negate those keywords. Okay. With DSA, the chances of getting a lot of junk traffic is much higher. Okay. So you need to control it. So once you start controlling it for 10 to 15 days, you will see your junk will be reduced by 85 to 90%. And then you can sit and watch. You will start seeing good conversions from DSA campaigns. So in the initial days, DSA won't give you any conversion, but once you go on refining the keywords over a period of time, you will start seeing conversion from that. Okay. What are the cases to suggest to implement ad scheduling? Okay, so someone have asked a question to me like, I'm running a campaign for dentist. What is a great option? So for them, when you run Google call only ads, make sure you implement ad scheduling, because there will be someone who will pick up the call, right? So someone won't pick your call at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at night, or maybe 8 o'clock in the evening. They might be traveling. Okay. So when you run call only ads, Just schedule the time whenever the call center guys will be available, or someone who is going to pick your call. So run for that time only. Then what will happen? You will be able to get conversions fast. You will be able to spend less. You can, whatever calls you will get, they all will be qualified. Hi Ashwin, resources module 12 was great. If you could take us through the documents quickly, would be great, especially how you are calculating ROAS. See, you will get it. I think in week three, or no, week three or week four itself, I've explained how I have got ROAS. Okay. So basically, it's the sum of everything. Like you consider all your expenses minus it. Okay. Let's say there is manufacturing cost, then logistics cost, transportation cost, bank transaction cost, technology cost, admin cost. When you subtract everything, then comes your marketing cost, ad cost, then whatever is left, that on the basis of that we find ROAS. Okay, this is what in the short form, but I have explained it in detail in the video. You can go through that, you will get to know it. But for the time being, this is how I've calculated it. Okay. Who will be reviewing assignments peer to peer? How to improve search impression share, currently 10%. And my competitors have much more. How to improve it? First, you improve your bid rate. Okay, like your CPC rates needs to be improved. If your bidding strategy is target CPA or maximize conversions, improve your target CPA number bit more, or increase your daily budget. Okay, so basically there are two things. Uh, so when you see for impression share, there are two more metric you need to look for. Okay, one is target impression share due to loss, impression share loss due to rank. Okay, so when it is sorry, impression share loss due to rank, impression share loss due to budget. Okay, these are the two things that you want to see along with your impression share. Okay, so if it is due to rank, in that case what you need to do, you need to improve your ad copy, you need to improve your copies, you need to improve your landing page experience. If it is the second option, budget, then increase your daily budget, then automatically you will be able to increase your impression share. Okay. Native ads, please explain usage of Google Tag Manager. Guys, this is in week 3 content. It's a very big content. Basically, you use Tag Manager to manage all the tags. For example, you are running Taboola, email campaigns, referrals, influencer marketing campaigns. So you can track everything with the help of Tag Manager instead of giving it more stress. Okay. Native ads, please explain. You will get it in week 6 content. Okay. However, I will just ask it in the community. I'll give you the link to Tabula's website. You can read it from there. Okay. I am driving traffic from FB to my Flipkart link. No, you will not be able to track the performance. How do I allocate budget for a new e-commerce brand? Okay, since it is going to be a new brand, it won't be data like purchases or events. Okay, so here what you need to do, when you set up your pixel, you need to set up different events. Okay, so first start optimizing for different events instead of purchases. For example, first you optimize it for page views, or first you optimize for add to carts, or initiate checkout. Then what will happen, you will slowly start getting more and more data, and then you will get better conversion information. Okay, if you do it from the beginning, like you want to optimize for conversions, then the possibility of getting conversions will be much difficult. You need to burn lot of money to get that conversion data. But if you go through this way, like slowly optimizing the previous paths, like uh, there may be 1,000 people coming to your website. So first you are optimizing it for viewing a particular page. That is a good event. Then out of 1,000 people, maybe 700 people will go for a page view. Then add to cart, maybe 300 people will go for add to cart. Then optimize for initiate checkout, it will be like 100. Then adding address could be 50. Then making a purchase, maybe 30. Okay. So for every 1,000 people, you are getting 30 conversions. Okay. So here what is happening, when you give more information to Facebook, then it will try to get you more and more conversions. Conversions in the sense not purchase, for whatever event you are optimizing. When you do that, you get more events happening. Facebook will be interested to give you more qualified audience, and then you will be able to move ahead faster. Budget is approximately 1 lakh USD per year. Competitor is Redbubble 2 by 2. Okay. Going to be a new. Yes, it's fine. So you need to follow what I said. Okay. I'm running FB ads, ABO account based optimizing for, okay, ABO for my brand. But this I noticed that ads doesn't work well after they exit the learning phase. Yes, the purpose of ABO is that only, to test out, okay, to understand which creative is working. Once you do that, you need to run the campaign for CBO, okay, campaign based optimization. Then you will be able to scale it at a much faster pace, okay. First, you test which creative is working with the help of ABO. Then when you identify that this creative is working for you, then you create a prospecting campaign. CBO should be the objective. And in that, when you inject your best performing creative, you will be able to scale it much faster. Because with ABO, what will happen? It will eventually split your budgets. Like 2,000 rupees is the daily budget, and you have got two creatives. Then it will split the budget 1,000. When you run CBO, what will happen? It will try to give maximum budget to the most performing creative. Okay. So whoever is the winner, it will get 2,000 rupees, or mostly 1,900 rupees will be consumed, and it will give you more conversion from that. Okay. That is how CBO works. I had to duplicate the same again and again. One more, the CPP. I didn't get this. What is CPP? Varies a lot. Sometimes it's around 200 or less. Sometimes it is around 800. Raghav, I didn't get you. I just asked this question in the community. Uh, Cost per purchase is 200. Yes, it will be. Okay. So, like I said, that is the problem of ABO. Okay. When you do that, it will happen eventually. So when you give 1,000 rupees to one creative only and 1,000 to the other creative, if one of the creative didn't work for that particular day, then eventually you spend 2,000 rupees, got only one conversion or two conversion. That's why the prices are high. Okay. So, like I have already given the logic in the beginning, right? 5 million is the audience size. You have reached 3 million. Then you have almost exhausted the audience. Then you need to think of different creative angles. You need to test it. And then you will be able to get a winning set of for it. Now, how are you going to test it? You need to see at least 10,000 impressions for each creator. Each of your creatives should get at least 10,000 impressions. That should be the minimum benchmark. If after 10,000 impression it is not performing, then you need to look at other aspects of it as well. Other aspects in the sense, for example, how many add to cart have happened, whether how many initiate checkouts have happened for that creative or not. If you still see a low number, then you can think of, no, for search ads, this impressions doesn't work well. For search ads, 100 clicks is a very good number. Okay. I'm looking for interns. You okay? Where is growth school? Okay, native advertising. Okay, for native advertising, yes. What you can do, you can check for this healthcare, not healthcare actually, this pills which you swallow, then you will reduce your weight by 20 kgs in 1 week. So these are those kind of content, but you can also drive a native traffic to your landing page directly. There is no such rule actually. Hi Ashwin, from sales perspective, what knowledge would I need to know in performance marketing, countering client? Okay, so basically few questions like how many marketing qualified leads you are able to generate, how many sales qualified leads are you able to generate? Okay, then how much traffic do you get? How much leads do you get? What is your CPL? What is your CPQL? Okay, then to what lead you are calling marketing qualified lead, to what lead you are, so what is the definition of marketing qualified leads for you as an organization? So these are some of the questions you should be aware of. Okay. uh yes, then after that, what you need to know, you need to ask them like in the past, like what is what type of revenues did you generate, like what are you expecting, then basically let's say uh, then don't take whatever the client says, ask them the access to their Google Analytics read only data, or Google Ads read only data, LinkedIn, Facebook ads data, so that you can vet what they are talking about, and just don't take, just don't listen to that. Okay, just send them a brief note like a spreadsheet or something like that, where they can keep a note so that later you can vet them what they're talking versus what is the real data versus what you can promise. If you listen to them and start promising them something which you won't be able to deliver, then it will be a problem to you. So that is why I am just asking you, you need to have this questions answer ready and ask them to fill that before you go for a client call. Okay. I understand marketing tool. I've been doing ads on FB. Clients are happy. I'm not okay with math out math outcomes formula. LR by CT are simple. How complex? LR by landing rate to click through rate. Is it so? Click through rate means number of clicks you are getting for the number of impressions. Landing rate means number of clicks you are getting versus number of landings that are happening. So always there will be a drop. Like if you are getting 100 clicks, then may not be 100 people will land on your website. It could be 90 or 95. So in that case, your landing rate is 90% or 95%. So that is what uh, that is what it is actually. I'm new to performance marketing, starting to learn a lot through the courses. Thank you. Can you give me some guidelines about how to proceed in this field? See, there is a week one, week zero content. You can go through some of the areas which will help you understand. But believe me, you will sail through it. It's not much difficult. Once just take the content smooth. Okay, don't give too much pressure to you. You will be able to do the best. Okay. And for jobs, I have already spoken to you, but before jobs, just make sure you finish these assignments, because when you apply for jobs, whatever we have asked in the assignments, mostly those things will be covered either directly or indirectly. These are the questions they will ask. They would like to know from you, and if you are able to answer them, or let's say if you have done it, then you will be able to explain it to the interviewer in the later part. If you didn't do these assignments, then basically what will happen, even if you get a call, you won't be able to qualify in the later part. Okay. So just telling you, take the course like as it is, try to finish assignments on time. Then what will happen, you will be able to understand the entire structure, how this performance marketing world works. Then whenever you go for an interview, you will be able to build up the story for that. Okay. Nagesh, I have already answered your question, but from Facebook, it will be, you can go with open targeting. That will be the best option for dental campaigns. Okay. Uh, what is the time now? Guys, it is almost 10 o'clock. I'll take two more questions and then uh, we'll take these questions in the Discord community. Okay. Can I prove ROI of paying $20 to $45 for guest post on a website uh, with a DA of 25 but offering DA by PA 52? Okay, I think Ambrish, you asked this question to Deepan. I am not the right person for this question. Okay. Then spending 30K, 50K, 60K per month making 10x revenue on FB ads, will the same work for Google ads? Uh, kind of, yes. It will work well for you if the client is astrologer, because there is not much competition. I think there are 2 to 3 competitors. It will be good. You will be able to do well. But with search keywords, it will work well. Yeah. So Unnati, we can take the next questions in the community actually.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, we have exceeded the time limit by good 45 minutes. So yeah, guys, if you like all the questions, I mean, we don't have a lot many left. Oh, we do have quite a few. I mean, yeah. So all the questions that were not answered, I would request you all to, go to the Discord community that we have. The link has been shared several times in the chat box. And I will also make sure that I post it in the WhatsApp group again for the people who are not a part of the Discord community yet. So we'll take those over there. And yeah, so that's it. We'll come to the end. Thank you, Ashwin, for that insightful session. I'm sure all of you guys got a lot of your questions answered. And I'll see you guys in the next Q&A, hopefully.
Thank you.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.